Hello, in this video we're going to talk about how to find mugshots in Ohio. So to get started, visit ohiopublicrecords.org, and if you hover over other records, you'll notice there's a page for inmate search. You want to click on that, and so you'll notice that you have an option for the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, and this would be prison records. And then if you look a little lower, you have your most populous counties. These would be jail records. So the difference is in the prison system, you have people typically serving more serious crimes, and these typically would be over 12 months. At the jail level, you might have somebody that gets arrested. Sometimes they get released the same day, next day. They're typically not spending no more than like a few months in the jail, so under 12 months typically. Or it could be a transport from the prison system to see a judge. So there are two different databases, and they'll show you different sets of inmates. So if you look at the prison records here, and I'll just quickly show you what it looks like, you definitely get a mugshot here, and then it will let you know if this person has been released or if he's still in prison, whatever the case may be. So if you just click on the number, it's going to give you more information regarding the individual and the charges. So at the county level, it looks slightly different. Now, I notice not every single county is going to necessarily give you a mugshot, so keep that in mind. Some of them don't. For example, I'm looking at Franklin County, and this one definitely gives you mugshots. So just depending on what county you need, or if you are looking at prison records, it just depends on what database you're using. Some of them are going to slightly variate. Some of them will just give you, for example, here, Summit County, as an example, is just providing you with a current PDF file. Now there's still a mugshot here, and you still get the information, but you don't necessarily have a database that you can just type in a name and research that way. So keep that in mind. They variate slightly, but you do have the resources here on the page. Another thing to consider, if you would like to maybe look a little bit closer into a particular arrest or a particular person. Eventually somebody does have to see a judge. That creates a public court record, and you can use the court system to research a particular case if you would like to look deeper, whether there was a guilty or no guilty verdict. Even if the person is in prison, you can still look back at the court records to see like exactly what happened. So another thing to consider is using the name search box on top. And if you're looking for criminal information in general regarding an individual, it's a great tool. It makes it easy to search because what it does is it compiles lots of databases into a single search, and it's practically instantaneous. You don't have to bounce around from database to database, and it gives you records not just from Ohio but other states as well. So it pulls those it pulls all those databases into a single search system. Why that's great? Because somebody might be living in Ohio now, but maybe they had criminal history, and let's say they lived in Utah, or maybe they lived in Texas or Georgia, and they end up moving to Ohio. If you're just searching at the county level or the state level, you're not necessarily going to see that record. And so if you want to make sure you have all the information to make sure you got your bases covered, it's a great tool to do research as well. So with that said, visit ohiopublicrecords.org and get started on your Ohio mugshot search. Thank you.